And we're going back here on Mound Ridge Sports Network for some different action tonight as we have Bennington Ell-Saline for the first game. And then our Cats taking on Berean in the second. But for now, we got a treat of a little crosstown rivalry-ish. About 10 miles separates these two teams as a pretty heated rivalry. They go back and forth a lot here. So why not broadcast this one for you guys and show you a little game before our game. And you will notice throughout the stream as it's a packed house here tonight, Joe. Both Bennington and Ell-Saline have showed up tonight.
Yeah, and both these teams have experience playing each other. This will be the fourth time they've matched up this season. And, you know, they built this rivalry throughout the season, so we're going to see a rowdy game, and this is a good way to kick off our night. But, yeah, stick around till like 7:30 when the boys play Berean for their sub-state championship.
It will probably be closer to 8 just because of trophy presentations and other such activities as well. So the winner of this will move on to state, as a lot of stakes are also on the line for these two teams. They've played each other 4 times this season, as Bennington has lost 2 of them and won 1. They actually beat Ell-Saline in Ell-Saline, so neutral site here tonight, but this place is just jam-packed as you can see. But we're going to take this over now. As should be a great game here tonight. These teams don't like each other, and so far, I mean, they evenly matched up. A lot of shooters on this team. Brian Trout has shot 156 three-pointers this season, and astonishingly only two pointers, so he's going to be active from beyond the arc tonight. As well as Ell-Saline, Brogan Rowley has been their guy. He's a willing shooter. He's a big-time dunker too. Second place in state track last season.
Yeah, and with this many fans showing up to support your team, we're going to see a huge amount of energy from the crowd. You know, they're going to get rowdy.
Exactly. And if I'm an official, I'd hate to make a bad call here tonight. Both these fan bases are going to be ruthless tonight, as you don't want to mess up there. But these two teams, like we said, they don't like each other. So it's going to be fun. I'm very excited for it. As number 7 in sub-state Bennington taking on number 3 Ell-Saline.
Yeah, and this is going to be one of those games that either way the ref make a call, someone's going to end up being unhappy.
There's going to be some boos tonight for sure. If you noted, last time Mound Ridge ended up playing Ell-Saline, it was also a pretty hostile environment. But also for an away game that we didn't cover, Bennington, Mound Ridge, when they played in Bennington, it was also a very hostile crowd. So both of these fan bases, both of these communities are so passionate, and the energy is going to be here tonight. You can already feel the tension in the building with everybody standing up.
And yeah, you know, with these teams having the thought that this could be their last game, they're going to give it everything they got. So we're going to see an absolute dogfight of a game tonight. No pun intended. But yeah, we got a great matchup ahead.
As that we do. Tipping off is going to be number 1 Brogan Rowley alongside number 20 Braden Palinski. As this place already rowdy, both student sections have brought it here tonight. Hour plus drive for both teams. That doesn't matter. We're going to tip off Ell-Saline in the red, Bennington in the white for the first sub-state championship game of the night. Bennington will lose the tip. Now Ell-Saline has this one. Kramer up top finds Zerger. Zerger back around here and finds Rowley. Rowley back to Williams. Williams, capable 3-point shooter, averaged 21 points per game in February. Back around here, Rowley has it, takes a 3-ball, stop looking, fires off, rebounded by Ell-Saline. Kramer now has it to Williams. Williams' fadeaway is again off, rebounded by Bennington, and they'll call a travel on that one. First turnover of the game is Bennington on a physical rebound.
Yeah, that was a very physical first possession. What a way to open the game, setting the tone.
They will lob this one up to Reese Crone, who had those 12 points against Moundridge that they played. Now here's Kramer in the bright red shoes. Rowley now drives baseline, puts up a nice reverse layup, and he gets that one to go. Grogan Rowley showing his athleticism there.
You know, what a take by Rowley baseline, really working that reverse layup.
Rodenbeek will now have this one up top at center court. Will drive down, crosses over, get this one to their shooter, and Trout. Trout's three ball is pure. Dang, Trout on the board with three, as he is a lights out shooter, 56 for 156 coming into this game, and there's a steal by Bennington. Trout again, fresh off of his three ball, will find Garrett, who flies through the lane and stops and finds Trout again. Trout will put up the floater, and that one is pure as well, as this is a fast-paced basketball.
Yeah, and you know, that's gonna make the gym noisy. Bennington back-to-back buckets.
Here's Zerger, puts up the floater. That one's off, rebounded by Bennington, but tipped out by Zerger again. Great hustle by him. Ell-Saline trying, will cut through the lane. Here's Zerger, and he will go to the line for another. Garrison Zerger showing that athleticism. He's a big-time cross-country runner as well.
You know, these teams have had time to get familiar with the players, you know, playing them 3 times. They've got to pick up on some of the things that they do, so we'll see if they can read their opponents right tonight.
Zerger's and one opportunity is off, rebounded by Garrett. Bennington will fly down the court now. And they play very fast-paced offense. They really want to burn you, create separation, and get this to number 10 or 14. We're going to see a lot of Thane Trout and Isaiah Garrett tonight, as they will call the first foul of the game on Cass Kramer. As Bennington will drive down, here's Polinsky, and that one is off. And that will be Ell-Saline basketball. 5-4, 5:40 in the first.
Yeah, you know, the Bennington had the right idea there, and they executed the play properly, but, you know, you got to make that layup there in this time period.
Rowley now with it on the wing. Backs his man down, spins out of it, puts up the fadeaway floater, and that one's off. Rebounded by Williams, and he tries to put that one. That's back-to-back putbacks from Williams for him that have not gone in. 5-4 now, 5:18 in the first. Here's Rodenbeek. He puts up the floater, off again. So both these teams are really penetrating that defense well. They're really finding gaps inside and using their spin moves as well. Zerger now will get this to Crone. Crone with that big football stature, and he'll put that one up and in. Reese Crone with a nice bucket there.
Yeah, you know, that's a good take, but one big thing will be tonight is rebounds. You got to get those 50-50 balls and second chance points.
5-6, Ell-Saline takes their first lead since the first opening play. Here is Rodenbeek looking in those gold shoes. He takes a 3-ball, and that one is just off, rebounded by Williams.
You know, that's not a bad look. He's a capable shooter. He knows he can make it.
And pretty much anyone on this Bennington team has that green light. Here's Crone, burns his man on that backside spin, drop stepping it in. Timeout Bennington full, and that's a big momentum shift for Ell-Saline.
You know, not a bad timeout by coach, trying to slow down the Cardinals, get them off their game plan. And, you know, it's a great moment for him to talk over his team. You know, only down 3 points. Don't need to get a bad mindset. They're completely fine. Just stay composed, get it back in your offense, and make smarter plays.
And Crone will spin with any type of separation. He loves that drop step move as well. So you really got to watch that if you're Bennington. And I think help defense is going to be the name of this game for both teams. As we welcome you back out of that timeout by Bennington to try to slow some momentum down, is trying to get their boys a little bit more relaxed. 5-8, 4:16 in the first. Walking it down is Trout. Trout finds himself Polinsky, and that's a big block by Reese Crone. Crone, 6'5", 165 football player, and he's showing his athleticism here tonight.
Yeah, and what a defensive play to make a statement, you know, locked down at the post.
Here is Rodenbeek. He throws it up to Garrett. Now one is off.
And Garrett's a capable shooter at the free throw line, so we'll see how this goes for him. First one will rattle out. Garrett's got one more opportunity to go 50% from the line, starting out his ball game. And much needed, he'll make it. Score gap 2.
6-8, 4:01 in the first. Kramer will walk it up. Kramer left-handed, likes to not go right. Here's Zerger cutting through the lane, and that's a bad miss from him. Gets his own rebound, puts it back for Rowley. Rowley's three ball. It's good! Logan Rowley with a big-time three ball as Ell-Saline erupts.
And what a play from Rowley, getting that defensive breakdown on that second chance point.
As Trout takes a three of his own and matches that, as that is good. But what a play from Garrison Zerger on that last one. Having a bad shot there and using his hustle to get Rowley on the wide open three ball. Here's Kramer now.
Yeah, and that's a great way for Bennington to answer at that perimeter.
There's a big time block by Polinsky, and that one is going to be going the other way. 9-11, 3:12 in the first. Wilson will find Rodenbeek to Garrett now. He's going to draw them up top, and in trouble as Garrett steps through and will be called the foul. .301 in the first, 9-11. Garrett will cut through the lane and find himself setting that play up. Now he drives through. Lewandowski now will drive around, finds Rodenbeek. Rodenbeek pump fake, spins out of it, throws it up, and they will call on the floor. Another foul for Ell-Saline there.
You know, that's a great job staying composed. He knew he could have drawn that foul and made the right decision there down low.
Kramer with 2 and Williams with 1. Here's a long three ball here from Trout, and he is on fire.
You know, Bennington's now coming into this riled up, playing their game now.
11 points for Trout. And here's spinning it out as Crone puts up the layup off, rebounded by Zerger, and he gets that one. Great hustle from Zerger tonight, having some key rebounds.
Yeah, you know, with how loud it is, this is probably what we'll expect the entire game. No one's going to let up for a moment.
Here is Rodenbeek looking for Trout, who has 11 in this first quarter. Here is Garrett, now back to Trout. Trout puts up the floater sneakily and gets that to go. 13 of his team's 14 points.
And you know, right now they're playing that back and forth game. No one has missed on these offensive possessions the last 5 in a row.
Williams now looking to rally. Rally down to a cutting Zerger for a wide open layup, and that one is good. Garrison Zerger with 6 tonight, 14-15. We've got ourselves quite the game.
And it looks like both teams are pretty much getting what they want on offense. They're getting open looks all around.
Inside, wide open three for Rodenbeek, and that one is off. Rebounded by Lewandowski. He goes back up, and that's blocked by Crone. Williams to save it, and he won't, and that will remain Bennington basketball.
Wow. What a hustle play. We're going to see that physical matchup all night. Both teams are going to be aggressive, and, you know, they're just going to create their own energy. Keep the gym intense. Looks like the motto from both teams.
Here is Rodenbeek, who just tried that 3-ball last possession. It was off. Garrett quiet himself with 1 point. Here's a 3-ball here, and he banks it in. Brandon Polinsky with the green light. Like I said earlier, everyone on this Bulldogs team has that green light. Here's a lob up to Crone from Zerger. He goes up strong, and that will be a foul by Bennington.
And Crone's got a chance to tie up the ball game here in the first. What a quarter both teams are having. Both teams are doing a great job of being physical and just coming out swinging.
As Crone will miss his first, 17-15 remains your score. Crone will go 0 for 2 with his pair of free throws. Polinsky will find Rodenbeek. Key and Wilson quiet, and a lot of Bennington, players have been quiet tonight. Wilson back around to Lewandowski. (17-15), Bennington 2-point lead. 29 seconds left. Rodenbeek gets him to bite on it, throws it up over Rowley, and that is good.
Yeah, that's a great take by Bennington, and with the gym filled to the brim, they're just showing out for their fans.
13 seconds left. Lobbing this one up is Zerger. That's off, rebounded by Bennington. 4 seconds left. Garrett's gonna get a wide open shot here. Stops, puts it up top of the key, and that one is off, but what an electric first quarter, 19-15. As this place is packed, the energy is immaculate here.
Yeah, both teams have just done a great job, but excitement, thrills, and suspense all combined during the next few weeks as Kansas high school sports reach a climax. Swimming, bowling, basketball, and wrestling combine to provide the best in entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement. Don't miss any of them. Support your team, school, and community by attending these exciting sports events. It's a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and your Mountain Ridge Sports Network. What a first quarter we are having. We will see you back in a second.
As looking back for second quarter action, 19-15 in a thriller. Rodenbeek will cross up, gets the screen from Polinsky. As Trout is off, as he's been their main scorer. Wilson now finds Polinsky. Polinsky's shot is just off. Rebounded by Bennington. Lewandowski puts it back up, and he gets it to go.
And that's an adamant take down low. Way to recover the possession.
So that's Lewandowski's first tonight.
The Bulldogs have just done an amazing job of going on a run these first couple quarters.
Here's Zerger, puts the floater up, and a bad miss from him. Tries to get his own board, and he will steal this one away. Here is Crone down to Rowley for a catch and shoot 3-ball. Nylon!
Amazing.
21-18, 7-11 in the second. Great shot from Rowley.
Yeah, that's a nice open look from Rowley at the perimeter, getting to his bag.
Skip pass over to Wilson now, looking for himself. Lewandowski picks up his dribble. Ell-Saline oddly in his zone here, trying to contain cuts and curls inside. It's just tipped away by Rowley. Full court pass to Zerger for a wide open layup. Puts it up, and it will go. Garrison Zerger with himself a nice first half with 8 points tonight. 21-20, 6:36 left to go.
And, you know, those couple possessions give Ell-Saline a little bit of momentum here.
(21-20), 6:16 in the second. Wilson will dance around, finds Garrett, sets up, stops at the elbow. Back around. Here's Lewandowski. Now to Rodenbeek. Back to Wilson. He takes a three ball, and that one is pure.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Getting active from the 3-point.
24-20 at a high-scoring first half action. 5:48 in the second. 24-20. Ell-Saline trailing by 4. Bennington's largest lead of the night was 6. Here's Ell-Saline with another three ball. Here's the rally, and now it's off. Rebounded by Helinski.
You know, Rowley could have got a better look there. You just got to stay disciplined.
Garrett will cut through the lane and score. 30-second timeout for Ell-Saline. Talking it over. 6-point lead for Bennington. We'll take it into a little break. As coming out of that 30-second break, 5:24 on the clock. Ell-Saline down by 6.
What a great game we're having before the half. High scoring. These teams are good competitors.
Williams now looking. Will find Zerger in the corner. Zerger back to Rowley. Rowley, who had that catch and shoot three ball earlier. Crone backs his man down, puts it up and in. As walking it down the court is Bennington. Now Lewandowski to Wilson. Wilson stop and pop floater off the top of the rim, rebounded by Ell-Saline. Crone spins around, looking, spins back, puts it up and off, almost tipped back up. Ell-Saline with the rebound, back around to Crone, cutting through the lane, spins back, puts it up again and off.
Yeah, and what's really costing them is those second chance points. You gotta rebound that in this type of game. Your season's on the line.
Lewandowski now to Garrett. Garrett back around, puts the strong arcing layup up, and they will call a charge. Logan Rowley with a nice defensive play there.
Yeah, you know, and he had the right idea. There's nothing you can really do on a take like that if you're Garrett.
As Kramer will walk it down, as here to Williams. Williams steps back, looking, stolen away by Bennington. Lewandowski with a whole head of steam. Brogan coming down the lane, and that's blocked by Rowley. Oh my! What a block from Rowley. Here is Williams now to Kramer. Rowley saw that coming as he was steaming down that lane. Here's a long three from Kramer. That's off, rebounded by Bennington. And one thing Bennington is struggling with is not rebounding. A lot of second chance points for Ell-Saline.
What a defensive play by Rowley there last possession, getting the chase down. Block.
As there's a big three ball from Wilson, and we're going back and forth. And Rowley back-to-back defensive plays there. He's turned the tides. 29-22, timeout.
Hey, but what a way for Bennington to answer with the tray ball, giving them a 7-point lead. Excitement, thrills, and suspense all combined during the next few weeks as Kansas high school sports reach a climax. Swimming, bowling, basketball, and wrestling combine to provide the best entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement. Don't miss any of them. Support your team, school, and community by attending these exciting sports events. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and your Mountain Ridge Sports Network. What a game we are having. Don't go anywhere. Stick around. A lot of basketball left tonight.
As Rowley taking this one himself tonight, 8 points for him. As interestingly, Trout comes on for the first time since that first quarter, so they've been just not having their star guy in. I mean, their shooter in. But Bennington looking to actually rebound instead of trying to tip the ball here like Ell-Saline has been. Now Rowley cutting through the lane, back around, intercepted by Lewandowski as Ell-Saline will take back over.
And the Cardinals are doing a great job of playing defense, but they just got to figure out their offense and they can bring this right back.
Here is Williams, takes a step in off as airballed. Zerger with it now. Crone pump fakes, puts it up, and that again off. Rebounded by Lewandowski. Back over to Trout, now to Garrett.
You know, last possession, the pump fake wasn't necessary. You let that three go, you got a better shot selection.
Trout back to Garrett. Garrett throws it in, and that's off as picked up by Ell-Saline. Zerger now running, throws to Crone inside. That's tipped out as that will stay Ell-Saline ball. And I think a rally dunk would make this place just abrupt. As they throw some lobs up to him, I assume they'll get into that second half.
Yeah, and you know, with his state high jump record, you know he's got the balance, and it would be a great play for the Cardinals to have some momentum.
As Zerger now drives in, puts it up. Strong finish for him as that is here. Zerger with 10 tonight.
You know, that's the type of take the Cardinals need to start figuring out their offense.
Wrestling this one away is Rodenbeek. Now to Garrett. Garrett drives through, puts it up, and that is off. And that will be out of bounds, Bennington ball.
You know, it's not like Garrett to miss down low, but, you know, getting sped up and the moment, too. You know, there's got to be some nerves out there.
Crossing over is Trout. Drives over to Garrett. Garrett puts up a three ball, and that one's good. Isaiah Garrett with a big-time three ball. Ell-Saline up 8. 2:03 in the second.
You know, what a way for him to recover from his mistake, missing the layup.
So that one is good by Crone. As that is off, Ell-Saline, Bennington's ball. Lobbing this one up is Lewandowski, back around to Rodenbeek. Trout now just needs a step of separation before he can let one fly, and he will. Here's a three ball from Trout. That one is off. Kramer now looking. Crosses over. Back to Williams. Williams back. Gets this one tipped out by Lewandowski. Cardinals are move the ball well here. Gonna look for a lot of curls. They cut through the basket. Seems like nobody stops moving. Zerger now through the lane, puts one up, off. Rebounded by Polinsky.
Good defense by Bennington there, getting the stop.
Here is Garrett, puts it up, rebounded by Kramer, rips it away. Kramer scoreless tonight as Zerger will put one up, and it goes, and they a block. Not a charge, they call a block, and he will go to the line for another. Zerger having himself one crazy game. Zerger with 12 tonight, hoping to make this 13. Checking in for Ell-Saline will be Colin Dent in exchange for Kramer. Zerger is off. Walking it down is Garrett. 45 seconds left before the break. Finds Rodenbeek. He crosses over. Garrett will push that one out. Picked up by Rodenbeek. He's wide open as Trout in that corner. They get it to him, and they will call a foul before.
You know, if you're Ell-Saline, you got to stay composed there. Can't get that silly foul to give them another chance to score.
Wilson will check back in exchange for Lewandowski. Here is Garrett, wide open three ball from him, and he buries it. 35-28, 26 seconds left before the half. Rally will walk it down and finds Zerger. Zerger stops in his track, now to Rally. Rally tips that one up on a pass to Crone. Trout has this one. Garrett now will run down, crosses over. Finds Trout, 8 seconds left. Skip pass over to Wilson, too high. He saves it, running through the court. 4 seconds left. They'll call a blocking foul. 3 seconds left for Bennington to set up a play. And I expect this will either go to Garrett or Trout.
Yeah, and you know, with a shot like this, if they could make a three here, that'd be huge. The gym would go crazy.
Lobbing that one up is good from Garrett. And going into the half, Zerger will fire that one in the middle of the court. Bennington up 9 here on their rival, looking good, and Ell-Saline in trouble here. They need to start getting some shots up. They cannot wait, and turnovers are a huge factor in this score.
Wow, what a start from Bennington. Getting up early on the favorites Cardinals tonight. We will be back at half.
gotta sit in the same spot. We don't want bad juju. You gotta keep it. As we welcome you back for second half action, presented by the Moundridge Alumni Association. 37-28, Bennington was hyped coming into half. As Ell-Saline's coach was kind of screaming, he's kind of yelling, get his boys a little bit more intact.
Yeah, you know, they were the favorite to win this game, and them being down 9 is just something that was not expected tonight. So we're going to see how the rest of the game plays out, but still, anyone's ball game, you know, Ell-Saline can claw back like that. They don't want to run in transition. Easiest way to create an open look, but third quarter action coming at you.
Here is Williams, now to Kramer. 7:54 in the third. Coming out of the break, Bennington looking to solidify their lead, and Ell-Saline looking to crawl back and finally gain some momentum. Kramer spins out, spins back around to Rowley. Rowley goes back, and they will throw that straight into Thane Trout's hands. Back to Zerger. Zerger now to Crone. Crone's shot is good. Reese Crone having himself a solid night.
And, you know, that's a nice dump off there to Crone when he's been active off the glass. Great look by Ell-Saline fixing their ball game.
Now it's tipped away by Ell-Saline. Now Garrett will jump on top of it. Here is Rodenbeek. Looking, still looking, finds Garrett for a 3-ball, and that one is good! Isaiah Garrett with a big-time shot.
Yeah, and that's exactly the look Bennington was trying to create there. You see Garrett sit on top of the key, he drives baseline. That's an amazing kick out when you have a spot-up shooter like Garrett. And that gives him 14 on the night for Bennington. Really earning that for his team.
Here is Rowley for a 3-ball, and that one is off. Rebounded by Bennington, stripped away by Kramer. And that is good.
You know, that's a great recovery there by Ell-Saline getting off the missed layup. But you have to start winning those. You have to get those second chance points to bring your ball game back.
Now to Rowley, that's off. Rebounded by Ell-Saline. That's a big-time 3-ball by Ell-Saline. They're crawling back.
And, you know, what a step back from the Cardinals. Closing the scoring gap already. Great job by them recovering.
Here is Garrett to Trout. Trout's 3-ball is off. Rare miss from him. Rebounded by Rowley. Now to Zerger. Zerger cuts through the lane. Finds Williams for a step back 2, and that's off. Rebounded by Wilson now. That is a travel by Isaiah Garrett. Big-time miss from Bennington. And that's not what you need. You go into this half, you have so much momentum building forward, and then when it crumbles back, it can be tough to overcome. A lot of the times, people call that halftime kind of a momentum killer, drive killers, as you would say in football.
Yeah, and you know, Garrett's the type of pass first, but getting that travel call is something you got to stop.
Williams now to Crone. Crone back around, tipped out by Trout, but he regains it. Still spinning as Crone, hands off to Kramer. skip pass to Rally back to Crone. He will find Zerger. Zerger's shot is good. Garrison Zerger with 14 points tonight.
That is a great look by Cardinals, and he's getting them riled up.
As this bout is hype now, as we're going to see a lot of energy tonight. Here is Lewandowski to Garrett. Garrett back around, puts up the floater in traffic, and he buries that one. Bennington up 42-37, 5:03 in the third.
You know, Zerger did a great job of getting the crowd riled up. You see him at half court doing this.
Here is a deep 2 ball from Crone, off, rebounded by Lewandowski.
You know, that's a contested 3 that the Cardinals just shouldn't have got there.
That one is good there from Bennington, 44-37. Nice shot by number 12, Aiden Lewandowski.
And Bennington's doing a great job of getting active on offense. They're getting smart looks, and that's what helps you get that sizable lead.
Here's a big-time 3 ball from Kramer. That's off, and they will call the over the back on Trey Williams.
You know, not a lot of foul calls from tonight. The refs are kind of letting them play. There's been a lot.
Garrett picks up his dribble, gives this to Wilson, and he gets the bounce he wants. Keelan Wilson is hype after that. 47-37, largest lead of the night for Bennington. Timeout Ell-Saline, 4:03 in the third.
You know, what a play by Bennington. You know, that's going to get their fans going. That is how you create that energy in the gym, and that gives them all the momentum, just everything. They're just being demanding on offense. And you know, the defeated here, they can't see the energy in the gym and be like, wow, they're really killing us out there. You just gotta stay composed, be patient, and play your ball game, and you're right back in this.
Ell-Saline looking for their first state appearance since 2012, where they were an 8 seed in state and lost to number 1 seeded Meade. And hoping to win their first state title in 45 years. Last one was in 1980 for basketball. Bennington, however, last made state 2023 as they lost to Medicine Lodge in the first round. Back up, tipped out by Rodenbeek. He loses it. Jumping on it is Lewandowski. Power dribbles his way through. Back to Rodenbeek, and now taking a power dribble is a huge block by Rowley. That's Polinsky that got blocked. Tipped away by Bennington, playing patty cake with the ball. As another key block from Rowley.
And, you know, we're going to see those sequences all night long.
As Trout will get that one tipped out right into the hands of Crone. Now here is Kramer. Spins around, looking, throws it up, and that will rattle the cylinder and in.
You know, that's a lucky bounce by him, but that's a good take offensively.
Kramer with 5 tonight. Rodenbeek now looking, finds Garrett. 47-39. Ell-Saline looking to come back from this deficit. Skip pass over to Lewandowski for 3, and that one is off. Rebounded by Bennington before that's poked out again by Zerger. Kramer will take a long 3, and that's off. Ell-Saline will retain possession. Back out to Kramer. Thinks about a 3. Step back. Bennington playing some great on-ball defense, and they will call a foul on Isaiah Garrett.
You know, that's a good take by Rowley baseline. We know that's one of his moves. We've seen this kid in previous years. He likes to get to that baseline. Can do some pretty impressive things off of it. That's a good way to draw the foul.
As overall, Bennington's played a clean game. Not a lot of players over 2 fouls here tonight. As the refs are letting them play except there, as that will be a blocking call on Rodenbeek. Paige Rodenbeek picks up his second.
You know, that's back-to-back fouls for Bennington. You got to stop that.
Rally now looking. Garrett closely guarding him. He tips it out, and that will remain Ell-Saline ball. When you're down by 8 points like this, you just need a surge of momentum to take this lead back. You hit 2 big threes, and you never know what could happen. Bennington, however, needs to keep their foot on the gas. Crone now with it to Rally. Rally back to Williams, looking for that 3. Stops, pops in the short corner, off. Rebounded by 2 Ell-Saline players. Kramer picks it up, back around, and that's again off by Ell-Saline. Not taking disciplined shots there.
Yeah, if you're Ell-Saline, you got to mitigate those mistakes. You got to figure out your offense here so you can close that gap.
Here is Garrett looking, shakes and bakes up top. Bennington's head coach wanting them to run a play where they're all going to line up in this short corner. They're going to ISO. Here is Garrett stopping in the lane, finds Trout. Trout back to Garrett, finds an open Rodenbeek, but Ell-Saline again, great defense by the Cardinals as that one's rebounded by Crone. 142 in the third, 47-39. Rowley looking, spins out, puts up a floater, off again. Ell-Saline had not hit a shot since the 3-minute mark in the third quarter. Flying down the lane here is Polinsky and off.
Rowley is getting so many blocks. He's being a defensive weapon, even though that is very good for Ell-Saline. But Bennington still finding a way to score through that. And the gym is just packed. Love to see that people are showing up for their communities. I can't expect that the Berean and Mountain Ridge game will be any different.
And there is so many people standing outside waiting for a seat here for the next game. But for now, let's keep our attention focused on this game. Third quarter, 47-39, 1:16 left. Here's Williams spinning out and will travel.
That's a pretty blatant call. There's no discussing that one there. He's got to be smart. You're the Cardinals. Don't walk. If you're in trouble, pass the ball out, get a better look.
As both teams lost in the sub-state championship last season. Bennington to Sacred Heart last year, which they ended up extracting their revenge on last round, 67-56. And Ell-Saline last year lost to Mound Ridge. Tipped out by Zerger. Trout retains possession, finds Wilson inside to Polinsky, down to Lewandowski, puts it up, and that one swirls the iron and in. What a nice play from Bennington, flying around the court.
And that is absolutely fantastic ball movement by the Bennington Bulldogs. What a play.
Crone will spin out on a drop step, go to the line for 2 for a pair of free throws.
That is an absolutely perfect team chemistry down low for the Bulldogs. What a play. Saved. Wow, I don't know what to say there.
That one is off from Crone, from Crone, who's got the bounce he wanted.
This is a game that proves that regular season doesn't matter. When playoffs roll by, you come and play and you show out.
Crone goes 2 for 2 from the line. Garrett will fall through, and they will call the block on Zerger.
And Garrett is 1 for 2 at the line so far tonight. We'll see if he can extend that and get the 2-point play here to send them over 50 points in the third. His first will be good, giving them 50 on the night. What a high-scoring game from both teams. And his second will just rattle out. It'll be going the Cardinals' way after the foul. And they'll be shooting now in double bonus.
one bonus, just says 2 double bonuses, but Acacia did get rid of the and one rule.
Williams' free throw, be good. You know, we've seen Williams' development over the years, and him as a player had a lot of JV time his sophomore year, and now he's coming up playing varsity. Really fit his role well.
50-42, here is Wilson. Crosses up inside, gives this down to Polinsky. Polinsky's shot is good. Nice shot by him as 19 seconds left, 52-42, 10-point lead for the Bulldogs as Zerger will cut through as he finds Crone. Crone's 3-ball is just off, and that's another just poor shot selection here from Ell-Saline. Rowley and Williams off as Dent and Williams, Peyton Williams comes in. 2 seconds left. Wilson will put up a last-second floater before the horn, and that one is off. 52-42, 10-point lead from Bennington. Ell-Saline backs against the wall, season-ending. Here we go. We'll take it over to Joe.
Excitement, thrills, and suspense all combined during the next few weeks as Kansas high school sports reach a climax. Swimming, bowling, basketball, and wrestling combine to provide the best in entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement. Don't miss any of them. Support your team, school, and community by attending these exciting sporting events. That's a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and your Mount Ridge Sports Network. But what a game from both teams, absolutely dominating the floor. It's a very high scoring, 10-point game. You know, Ell-Saline's not out of it yet. Excuse me. They have a whole quarter to play. It's still anyone's ball game, but Bennington does seem the favorite with them having all the momentum. And, you know, they've done a great job of challenging the post, winning 50-50 balls, and trying to mitigate their fouls, but they did a good job of not getting in foul trouble early, and that's going to help them throughout the remainder of this fourth quarter. But as we know, anything can happen. No lead is safe in the game of basketball.
And if you're Ell-Saline, you just got to relax. You have 8 minutes to come back from 10 and put on a nice defensive show. So kick it out, maybe run some lob plays to rally, as you know, a lot of lobs. They're worth 6 points with the amount of momentum they can do. You know, they may only be worth 2 on the scoreboard, but the momentum and bench energy you get from a big-time dunk can be detrimental for a run. As here is Rodenbeek back around to Polinsky. Now Garrett will stumble with it. 7:45 in the fourth. Garrett looking, steps back. Not a lot of movement offensively. Lewandowski drives through, puts up a nice layup from him. Lewandowski has himself a solid 8 points here tonight.
And that's a strong take by him when he got those hefty posts down low. He can absolutely glass it.
Here is Kramer, dances around to Zerger. Zerger back around to Rowley. Ell-Saline moving the ball well. Crone's going to throw it up, and again, the lid on the basket for Ell-Saline cannot come off. 54-42, down by 12 is the Cardinals.
And that's one mistake that the Cardinals cannot keep making. If they keep fouling, it's going to cost them a lot of easy points once they get to the line. But now they're going to come out and start half-court pressing.
That one's stolen away by Rowley. He's going to come through the lane, puts up the layup, and that one is in. Rogan Rowley could have dunked that there, but Garrett came through to make sure that did not happen. Nice play from him. Rowley now with 10 points tonight. Garrett will cut through the lane on a left-handed finish and will match that. Garrett averaging 17 points a game this season. Now to Rowley. Rowley back up top. That was off from Bennington hand. Ell-Saline ball.
You know, Garrett has put on quite the performance tonight with 19 points, getting great looks for his team and just being the playmaker.
It's Coming out is Garrett, going to get him some rest before these final minutes in this championship game. It's off by Rowley. He jumps up, takes this one himself, 12 points for him.
You know, now they're back to this part in the game where they're like, you give me one, I'll get you one, and now they're just trading off points.
Zerger carried separation there. Off. Trout will take a big-time three ball, and that one is pure. Thane Trout with a big-time shot there.
What the recovery from Bennington there, getting that look on offense, saving the possession.
Trout with 14 points tonight. Timeout, Ell-Saline full. We'll take it to a break. What a showing from the Bulldogs here tonight, up 13 points heading into these final closing minutes of the Sub-State Championship.
And it's all smiles on the other side for the Bulldogs, keeping a great energy. Excitement, thrills, and suspense all combined during the next few weeks as Kansas high school sports reach a climax. Swimming, bowling, basketball, and wrestling combine to provide the best in entertainment, sportsmanship, and community involvement. Don't miss any of them. Support your team, school, and community by attending these exciting sports events. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and your Mount Ridge Sports Network. But what a game. Both teams having an absolute showout. Ell-Saline is making easy mistakes. That's costing them a lot of easy looks on offense. But 6 minutes left. Bulldogs having the upper hand. All smiles on the Bennington side.
As this place getting rowdy here tonight. The den is packed. People standing on the outside because they can't find a seat. Here is Wilson. Wilson back to Lewandowski. He indulges in a shot, and there will be a block on Zerger, and Ell-Saline not happy about that one. 61-46. Ell-Saline starting to feel this game slipping from their fingertips. Bennington has just stayed ahead by a few steps, but now they are sprinting.
Yeah, and you know, what a take by the kid getting to the glass. You know, he had an open look underneath early, but it wasn't there once the defense got.
As that shot is good from Lewandowski. 11 points from him tonight. First off the bench, he's stocky, plays a great wing percentage, shooting 15% from 3, 2 for 13.
And what a way for him to convert on the free throw. Great job.
Here is Kramer, back down to Zerger. Zerger had a quiet second half, lobs that one up, and that was in. Garrison Zerger with a nice bucket there. 16 points for him.
And that's a great ISO by Garrison Zerger, getting down low, commanding his own offense.
As this one's to Trout. Trout will backcourt. Bennington not happy with that.
You know, that's a simple mistake Bennington made there. You know, it can be avoided. You just got to watch your feet. But with all the momentum they have, they're not too upset about that one. There's other things you got to iron out if you make it to the state tournament.
Zerger now to Williams. Williams back around to Kramer. 62-48. Ell-Saline still not out of it yet. Kramer will put it on the floor to Rowley. Rowley thinks about a three, fires inside to Crone. He gets triple coverage, puts it up anyway, and will go to the line for two.
And that's a good way to draw the foul from Crone. We've seen him active at the line all night. He's done a great job with free throws and attacking the basket.
Isaiah Garrett with 19 points tonight and Thane Trout with 16, as this place has just been on fire for them two. As they have combined for a nice spotty lead from Bennington, as Ell-Saline will go 2 for 2 from 3 there. As Ell-Saline running their press here, Bennington escaping it though. Inside look here for Polinsky, that's off, rebounded by Rowley. He'll take this one himself. Garrett closely on him, finds Williams for a spot up three. That one is off, clanking in and out of the iron. Trout back around, finds Garrett, cuts through the lane, inside to Polinsky, and another costly turnover for Bennington. Here's a 3-ball from Zerger. That one is clear. Garrison Zerger, big time shot there to put it into single digits, and Bennington will turn the ball over again, as that is a costly mistake for them. 9-point lead for Bennington. Ell-Saline with all the momentum in the world as this place is jumping.
You know, that's a great job by Zerger. He's getting active on offense. Did a great job the past couple possessions, and you know, just like that, Ell-Saline has an opportunity to close the scoring gap, and then they're right back in it. A close ball game. Great job. This is closer than people can think. The Den is absolutely rowdy, but don't go anywhere after this competition. We got one more game tonight. The main event, Moundridge versus Brian.
Ell-Saline getting their fans rowdy here. 9-point lead for Bennington. You can feel the tension here. These two teams do not like each other. These fans across the court staring at each other do not like each other either.
Yeah, you know, over the season, when you match up a lot, the rivalry is just going to come naturally. So there's got to be a lot of emotions on both sides. Parents yelling, just lots of things happening.
Ell-Saline up 2-1 in the series this season. Here's the rubber match in the fourth quarter as Crone scores. Big time shot there, 62-55. Bennington just seems like they can't handle this pressure. So much turnovers here as Garrett will get some separation. 19 points for him. Down to Wilson. Wilson back over to Garrett. And that was another turnover. They will call that a kick ball. Bennington at a 14-point lead in this fourth quarter as Ell-Saline is honing in on that one. 62-55, 4:08 in the fourth. This one up to Garrett. Garrett turns this one over as that will be a foul on Bennington, and they are not happy with that one.
And the Cardinals are slowly making all the right decisions and just capitalizing on every mistake that Bennington's making. And the Bulldogs could do a lot of things better. Just what a great game we're having so far. A lot of energy late in the fourth. It is crunch time.
Kramer will walk it up. 62-55, 3:56 in the fourth. Garrison Zerger, a big-time 3-ball out. Gets his own rebound, puts a floater up. Again off. Rebounded there by Polinsky, as that was a bad possession there for Ell-Saline. Still time left. Garrett will find Trout. Trout back around to Rodenbeek. Going to set up the offense. They draw the double inside. Rodenbeek weaving through traffic. Picks up his dribble now to Polinsky. Polinsky back up. Tipped up by Kramer. That's stolen away by Ell-Saline. Here is Kramer back around to Crone. Crone takes a 3-ball off. Almost rebounded by Zerger there, as great defensive intensity from Ell-Saline.
You know,
Rodenbeek falls down looking for Garrett. Garrett back to him. Rodenbeek splits the traffic inside to Wilson, back to Trout. Trout's 3-ball is just off, tipped up by Bennington for the jump ball and rebounded by Ell-Saline. 62-55, 2:42, and they will call a charge on Rowley. Big time charge set there by Isaiah Garrett. Ell-Saline making things interesting. Bennington hype.
You know, with this late in the fourth, you can't make a mistake like that. If you're the Cardinals, you got to do it. Everything in your power to just not foul, run a good offense. But this is the last 100 of that race that you're running, so you just got to play like that. Leave it all out there.
Wilson up top, guarded closely by Dent. Trout back around. Double teams for Ell-Saline all around. Puts some pressure in his face, and Dent will foul, and that's something you don't want. You got to keep 2 hands off. Only 1 hand needs to be on there. 2:39, 62-55. in a hostile environment. Lobbing this one up, and that's tipped away, stolen actually here by Kramer. Kramer back down, skip pass to Williams. Williams thinks about it. Will fire inside to Kramer. Back to Dent, who just had that foul. Here's Kramer for three. Off, rebounded by Ell-Saline before being taken back away by Bennington. And they will call a timeout. Bennington, 62-55. We're scoreless through 2 minutes of play here.
And that is a great timeout for Bennington to take that while they're about to get pressed over the half. What a way. Say it.
As coming out of that break, there is a lot of Let's Go Bulldogs and Cardinal chants. Some Ell-Saline fans getting them hype. Rowley looking to steal this one away. Ell-Saline playing great trap set press defense. Lobbing this one up to Polinsky. Off. They will call a foul on Crone.
You know, you gotta keep your composure. A lot of unhappy Cardinal fans after that call.
Yeah. As the phantom push on Crone will send Polinsky to the line.
Hodo 1 of 1 from his free throw opportunities right now. He's got one more.
.206 in the fourth, 64-55. As Kramer will drive down. That one's off, ripped away by Bennington. As they're going to keep doing this until they get their call. Back around, they'll finally call the foul. Rodenbeek to the line. That one is off. 1:55 in the fourth. Bennington trying to take a double-digit lead here, up by 9. That is second is good. 65-55. Ell-Saline. Start time to hit that panic button. Down 10, 1:49 left. Pump fake, Reese Crone, step back, and that one is off. Rebounded by Ell-Saline though. Don't need to force shots here. Take disciplined shots, crack away at this lead. Rowley throws it up. It goes to the line for a big time and one there. 65-57.
And that's good patience by Rowley.
Isaiah Garrett has proved tonight why he is Bennington's main guy. 19 points tonight as he averages 7.1 rebounds and 2.9 assists a game. Rowley now to the line for a three-point play. Buries that one.
That's a great momentum shift for the Cardinals.
19 points for Raleigh. Wilson drives down, looking, 1:31 in the fourth. Tipped away, here's Cass Kramer looking down, goes up to the line, and will go to the line for two. Big time steal by Ell-Saline, and that defensive momentum is what you need. Bennington absolutely cannot turn this ball over.
Yeah, now it's crucial he makes these free throws here to give his team the best opportunity to close the gap. A minute 26 on the clock. All cords for the first.
One thing, Thane Trout could get absolutely active here in this fourth. He had such a big first quarter with 12 points in the first. He's at 16 right now as Kramer's shot is good. 65-point lead, closest lead since the first half. 1:23 in the fourth. In trouble here is Bennington, fires inside to Trout. Kramer back around. Ell-Saline's played some great defense here tonight. This one's stolen away by Ell-Saline. Back to Garrett, and they will call that off on Garrett. Ell-Saline ball. 1:12 in the fourth, 5-point game. Ell-Saline could make a huge statement here. Need a 3 or a 2. Anything helps just score on this possession.
And the Cardinals have done a great job of keeping their composure. It's why they're bringing this ball game back. They have all the momentum in the world right now. And, you know, with a gym this packed, the nerves have got to be setting in.
And one of the things Ell-Saline has done so well, as Kramer crucially misses that first.
And we're trying to get the picture back for you guys. Little technical difficulties. Kramer at the line right now. His first one will be hard off the iron. It won't go for him.
As Kramer will miss his second, do a little trying to get this back up. Here's a shot here from Garrett. He takes this one, rebounded by Ell-Saline, back around. Looking inside, here is Rodenbeek, still looking, 51 seconds in the fourth, 65-60. Garrett in trouble, ripped away, foul on Ell-Saline on Cass Kramer. As Garrett up by the whisker of the court, not looking good for Ell-Saline, 65-60. As the huddle camera will be back on any time.
.9 on the clock.
As Garrett's second free throw is off. Here is Ell-Saline looking. 41 seconds down by 6. Zerger on the right wing. Back to Williams. Williams now to Crone. Crone spins around, puts it up, gets fouled, and he goes to the line for an and one. Reese Crone with a huge shot.
What a job by Crone. Called for the ball, knew exactly what he was going to do. He worked the post absolutely to perfection. A 4-point ball game. What a job from the Cardinals closing the gap.
As have the stream back up. Sorry about that, folks. Comes the worst time possible. As Crone will make that one. 3-point game, 34 seconds left. Here is Rodenbeek driving down, still looking. Ell-Saline playing that great defense they have. Sub-state championship on the line, and Raleigh will foul and send Garrett to the line. Garrett with 20 points tonight.
You know, 25 seconds left. Ell-Saline had the favors in the first quarter, and now Bennington led most of the game now, and now it's a 3-point game. What a up and down roller coaster of a game.
And a huge free throw there from Garrett, send him to 21 points, and what a shot from him, as they need Garrett to miss this if you're Ell-Saline. Garrett will sink both. 5-point lead for Bennington. All Ell-Saline needs to do is score in time and they can foul again. Zerger spins out, looks over one up, throws it up, and will go for a jump ball. Ell-Saline will remain with possession.
You know, they have enough time here to get a shot. They don't have to panic and foul yet.
Sub-state championship on the line. 5-point lead for Bennington. Back out to Williams. Williams puts up a 3-ball, and that one's cash. Trey Williams with a big-time shot. 68-66, 2-point lead for Bennington. Ell-Saline has crawled all the way back from down 14 in this second half.
You know, that is a perfectly executed Trey ball from the Cardinals. Great job by Coach drawing that one up. Look for the inbound, open man, corner pocket, bang, it's there.
That's Williams' first points of the game, and it couldn't have come for a better time for the Cardinals. Bennington is going to get fouled here by Ell-Saline. If they trap, Ell-Saline has played perfect defense in this fourth quarter, coming all the way back from that 14-point deficit. Huge 3-ball there from Trey Williams.
15 seconds left. Ell-Saline has a chance to win it, deciding what coach is going to do. Do you foul and send them to the line and get a chance to look, or do you try to steal? There's a lot of options how this can play out.
As coming out of that, Ell-Saline will be in a full court press. Wilson looking, will fire. Ell-Saline's going to steal it. Zerger puts it up, and he scores! Garrison Zerger with a huge steal. 8 seconds left. Falling down is Garrett. Loose ball. Ell-Saline picks it up. 4 seconds left. Timeout Ell-Saline with the ball. 3.5 seconds left. Oh, what a sequence there for the Cardinals.
What a game. My goodness, Connor, what a game we're having. 3 seconds left. That's enough time to get a shot off. The Cardinals brought back a 10-point deficit in 2 quarters.
Garrison Zerger with an electrifying steal. He's been flying around the court this whole game, looking for any chance at a loose ball he can get. He waited for his moment. He's been doing it all game. Oh, what a play from the senior.
What a game we are having. The best in entertainment, Mountain Ridge Sports Network. 3.5 seconds left, Cardinals ball. Could a game winner be shot in the Mountain Ridge gym? And they're getting them rowdy, they know. Bennington scared. You have to get a stop here. Send the game overtime for Bennington.
Ell-Saline to inbound, 3.5 seconds. Williams had that huge 3-ball. Rally now inside to Crone. Crone looks for it, tipped up, and they will call it foul! Reese Crone can seal it with one shot. Oh, what a big-time foul on Bennington, on Kean Wilson, and that is just brutal. Reese Crone for an opportunity to essentially ice the game. Ell-Saline was down 14 in the second half, and now they have a huge opportunity here to win. Reese Crone, biggest free throws of his career.
You know, there's
Ell-Saline, first free throw from Crone, and he banks it! Ell-Saline looking for their first state appearance since 2012. Ell-Saline has crawled back from the dead. Timeout Bennington. 1-point lead from number 1 Reese Crone.
What a performance from the Cardinals. Are you kidding me? Couldn't have asked for a better game to open up the sub-state championship night.
What a game here, Bennington. If they could just, the biggest issue is every time, if you've noticed, since about the first, second, and third quarter, the end of the quarters, they collapsed. They all foreshadowed this happening. They turned the ball over in the late. This is crucial here for Ell-Saline. Honestly, I think Ell-Saline should miss this free throw so it goes off. You should bank it off that rim. intentionally missed this escape by one. 68-69, 0.4 left in the fourth. Reese Crone just essentially iced this game.
It's a great performance. Wow.
Crone will throw it up, and that one's off. Rebounded by Bennington. Throws it up, and it does not go in. And this is your 2025 Sub-State champions, the Ell-Saline Cardinals, and they will storm the court. Ell-Saline with their first state championship appearance since 2012, as they will win Sub-State. What a game from Ell-Saline, coming all the way back down the 14-point deficit. Congratulations to Bennington on a wonderful season, who just came up 1 point short. But Ell-Saline will be going to state as they punch their ticket to a date in Manhattan. Oh, what a game from Ell-Saline Bennington.
And you wouldn't have had it any other way. What a way for them to earn it. Grit and determination, that's why you never give up. Came in, they played their game the entire time.
And what a way to punch your ticket to state. You are about to head into Manhattan next week with a ton of momentum from that. Bennington just collapsed in a heartbreaker for the Bulldogs, but needless to say, great season from them. What an absolute thriller of a game. Kean Wilson, unfortunately, upset. He is a senior, and he did commit that game-losing foul. But nonetheless, incredible season from the Bulldogs. Thank you so much for tuning into this incredible game. 68-69. Ell-Saline will punch their ticket to Manhattan for the first time since 2012. As we'll be back for another separate stream for Moundridge Berean, probably in about 20 minutes. So check back on Moundridge Sports Network. We'll see you then.
Nice close.